Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sims 4 Rosebud Challenge, where currently we've got KowalBear and Joaquin working on learning a few hobbies. Now the Humor and Hijinks Festival is in town, and I kind of think that it might be good for them to go. Yeah, why not? Let's go. Let's go to this festival, and we'll see if we can win again, because we got an awful lot of money going to. I think it was the Humor and Hijinks one. I think that's the one where you're playing one against the other. I'm almost certain it is. So we'll just wait for her to run to wherever she needs to run to. Oh no, she's going to work. Oh, that sucks. Does that mean it's your time to go to work as well? Stop reading. Go to work if you need to go to work. Go to work. Well, that work day is going to go fantastically well, but I'm trying to basically make them have a job and make them also do gardening and art and music and busking and like everything they can to make a tiny bit of money, because I want to make them work really hard so that they get to their million simoleans. And luckily I can't say his name. Joaquin. I have to say it really slowly and then I'll be fine. They're a bit tired. Oh, an opening act, and we've got a C-lister. Oh, right. So KowalBear got a promotion. Now, this is unfortunate now because they're going to be all on different time zones and stuff. Now, need to make sure that all the lights are on auto lights. Because apparently that saves electricity. And any electricity we can save in this household, we want to save it. So, there we go. Auto lights it is, guys. I also want to try and make the space super inspirational so that the art can be like really good. Okay, so what's up with KowalBear? She just needs a shower, honestly. And I do need these guys to be possibly thinking about little babies pretty soon, because I don't think we're going to have this challenge done in one generation, because they're only on about 3,000 simoleans at the moment. The bills... I don't know whether the bills get high based on the money in the bank, on the household funds, or whether it's based on how big and fancy the house is. I think it should be based on how big and fancy the house is, but it might have something a little bit to do with this side of things. She's really happy because she's got her promotion, so that's awesome. And it meant we got like another 1,100 just for them going to work there. So she can resume her small classic painting if she wants, actually. What do you need to do for your promotion? Just need to practice music, really. So I think a little bit of violin practice would be good. And then what we need to do is, apparently on the computer we can buy seeds, but of course they don't have a computer. So I want to see if we can order seeds on a phone or do grocery shopping on a phone. Hire a service, play a game, buy a retail store, buy a vet clinic, find a job, quit a job, move household, travel. Could be under services, possibly. In fact, no, I'll make KowalBear do that because she's not... Oh no, she's doing art. Oh no, they're all busy. I need them to start their garden. Well, okay, once Joaquin has finished with his violin practice that he needs for the day, so we're just going to do that a little bit. Speed things up. Speed up the painting. That's not a bad painting, actually. How much is that worth? Sell to collector. I know, I can just drag it and sell it, but it's nicer for her first painting, I think, if she sells that herself and gets the enjoyment of selling it. Go to bed if you want, that's fine. Although she hasn't done her music practice either. But she needs 3 on the comedy skill. Oh, nightmare. Okay, he's got to do a little bit more. I want him on doing the same job as her as much as possible. So, alright, you can stop now. Okay, how about we hire service and see if we can get grocery shopping on the phone. Gardening service, nanny, massage, therapist. Pet, adopt a child, a dog, a cat. I could adopt a child if I really, really, really needed to at any point. Pizza delivery, no. So that is a no, we cannot do that. So what we would need to do to get any seeds or anything is to travel to a shop. But I think they should sleep. So we'll work in 3 days for him. Work in 14 hours for her. Right, so Joaquin is going to have a few days off. He can spend that time working on his violin skill. He can spend that time working on all sorts of stuff. She needs to work on comedy, so practicing telling jokes on the microphone would be useful. No. Needs to pee, is hungry. Oh dear, that's not good. I would probably say the pee needs to happen first, and then probably whatever she needs to do to sort her hunger out. Which by default is have a quick meal of some description. She can choose, that's fine. I don't care as long as the basic need is met. They don't tend to have many very good moodlets at the moment. It's because of the house they're in. Decorating it a little bit more nicely would help with that a lot, I feel. So it's going to be really a case of their happiness and how much that helps them as people to make money versus... Because this is all about making money. This whole challenge is about getting them to their million simoleans. Which they're nowhere near yet. Bowl of peas! That'll be a nice, satisfying, healthy meal for you. Joaquin is having some... yogurt. Yogurt and peas. What a great breakfast. You're going to be so set up for the day ahead. So KowalBear needs to get on that microphone after breakfast and tell a few jokes. Just to practice her comedy skill. Have I done that? That's the wrong person. That is the wrong person. You need a shower. KowalBear needs to eat her peas and then she needs to tell jokes. So Joaquin is going to spend some time working on his gardening skill, which is what we were trying to help him with in the library last episode. And then hopefully we'll be able to... We've got this massive, great big plot, and I don't plan on making the house too huge because massive house equals big bills and stuff, so it's a bit of a nightmare. So I'd rather just have loads of space to do gardening. It's going to be a bit like the good life. But he needs the seeds to do it. Now, he can do that in one of 2 ways. As I say, we don't have a computer here, so he can go to the library and try and... I think he might be able to order seeds on the computer at the library, possibly. Maybe not. Other than that, it's a case of going around the place and finding them. Now, we don't have a collection helper or anything like that. So, for example, if I'm looking around here, I can see, oh look, he can harvest a blackberry bush, for example. Might be able to then plant the blackberries back in, I don't know. But that might be something useful. If you hang around parks and stuff, you can sometimes pick flowers and stuff like that. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to just walk around the place and do some collecting today. So as soon as he's happy, he needs a bit of social. So I think he can go and just watch her perform probably will help his social quite a lot. Then he can finish the yogurt he's thrown on the floor. Don't have wasted food in this house, even if it is free. That helping social? Yes, it is. And she's fine. She's good for her stats as well, so that's awesome. And work will be in 6 hours. Okay, cool. I'm hoping that by 6 hours' time she will have her level 3 comedy. Let's just speed this up a tiny bit while she's just doing that. Okay, so now she's done that, she needs to practice some music. So I'm thinking, actually let's practice a bit of guitar. So if you stop the jokes for a minute, she can just practice guitar and look after herself generally until she's ready to go. But Joaquin has a lot of time off work. So go and harvest that blackberry bush that I found you. Where was it? Lost it now. Oh, nightmare. It's right there, isn't it? There we are. So harvest that. Looks like there's something else over here. I could dig out. Harvest an onion plant. And then I think you can just plant them. Just follow him around. So he harvested that, I think. Have a look at his inventory. He got 10 blackberries from that. So he might be able to plant all of those back in. A mysterious time capsule. This isn't bad. 10 onions. Wow, this is good. Right, I'm going to pause it while I find more things for him to get. Okay, it looks like the lot is a little bit limited for things to get. Tulips there. Another dig spot over there. Fishing spot. Yeah, go fishing. Fishing is something I could make them do. More blackberries. More things to dig. Alright, I'm going to start him off again now. Oh no! I had KowalBear selected. Why does this always happen to me? Right, anyway, let's start again on that. I'm terrible for that. I'm so sorry, guys. I know I'm awful for it. Okay, so there was a tulip bush. A dig spot. A blackberry bush over here, I think. And another dig spot down here. So let's see what he finds. And in the meantime, we'll go see what KowalBear's up to. So she's just doing her music practice. She's 25% done for the day. I'll just leave her to it because she sucks at guitar right now. Once she gets to a certain point with the guitar though, she'll be able to No. No, we don't want to do socializing. Oh, stop it. Another tulip flower there as well. I think we might be able to plant those tulips. If not, we can sell them. It's all good. Everything here is good. Anything else? Loads of fishing spots. Found limestone. There's a tree down here. What's in that? It's a cherry tree. Okay, so I'm starting to get an idea for the stuff around my house. Although it is a little bit of a walk for him. And we'll see what of that I can replant, if any. Oh, no, that's a cherry tree to harvest as well. And those are both dig spots. So he's going to come back over here once he's gone to harvest that cherry tree all the way over there. I know, that's a pretty terrible way around to do everything, but Oh well, never mind. Look at all these lovely houses around us and we're in like the box of doom. It's pretty terrible. So KowalBear, 75% done with all of your stuff there, all of your music practice. And that's just a case of having you in a really good mood, which you are already. Fantastic. So Joaquin, how are you doing? He's got a good moodlet for being a goofball. And energizing decor, apparently. From being outside. It's energizing to be outside. So how much stuff has he got now? 10 cherries, 20 tulips, 20 blackberries, and 10 onions. So I want to see how much of that he can plant. He can eat. He will be able to plant those, but not yet. Drag the item into the world to run the interaction. Okay. So if I dragged like a whole stack of onions down onto the ground behind the house, maybe we'll leave a little bit of space just in case we do want to. So we'll just do that and we'll plant all these onions. And I imagine that then when I dig them up again, we will have more onions. Although that's not how onions actually work in real life. I had a friend when I was younger who planted an onion and didn't realise that if you plant an onion, you only get one onion back. Flamingonium. Sounds useful. Okay, we've got to wait for him to plant all of those now. Then we can carry on after he's planted them. So it's a little bit of a difficult one. And then we are going to maybe plant a little cherry orchard as well. How much do cherries sell for? 3. Sucks. 4 for a tulip. 11 for a blackberry though. They're useful. So, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get tons of them and then it will be kind of worthwhile planting them all down. But I'm thinking these blackberries might be worth it. And I think the things that are worth more, they are going to be definitely... I think things that are worth more are going to be worth more of my time to look after. So we might want to start with things like onions, but we might not want to continue with them because you've got to sit and you've got to water them all. And that takes time for your sim. So if then you don't get many back, if you don't get a good profit back from it, and I'm going to have to learn all these things slowly. Open up the time capsule as well. I think I'll do that next. Let's open the time capsule, see what's inside. KowalBear, I don't think you need to play that anymore. I think you're alright. I think you can just go and do your own thing. Keep yourself happy. So then he needs to water them all, and then he needs to plant all of the blackberries. Oops, no, not you. You're at work. Okay, we'll plant some of the rest of these blackberries a bit later. Unless he's going to do all of them. If he wants to, he can. But he's going to do it on high speed. So I'm not going to sit there watching him gardening. Oh, he's hungry now. Well, you finish that little bit of gardening and then you do your time capsule and then you can have something to eat. Some nice free food that I don't have to pay for. Okay. A black tie affair. Hired to play the piano for a private black tie event. KowalBear forgets to pick up an evening gown at the rental shop. With no time left and limited options, she can either borrow one that's a little tight or dress down and hope no one notices. Let's borrow. Luckily, the piano is somewhat concealed by two stately ferns and an elegantly sweeping staircase. Despite difficulty breathing and a steady pain in her ribs, KowalBear plays moderately well and goes utterly unnoticed. Small performance gain, and that is fine. Oh look, the onions are almost already... Okay, so what did we get in the time capsule? I did not see. I did not see you do that. I was too busy. Oh, hang on. We found some kind of lamp, I think. So it's worth $20. Okay. Well, we can do that then. And a treasure map. Oh, an old, well-worn roll of paper with cryptic markings smudged with dirt. It might be a good idea to keep this in your Sim's inventory before they start digging. Ah, so if he goes around digging stuff when he's off finding seeds, then that might be useful. Okay, so let's do some watering, shall we? Oh, do you need food? Kinda. Okay. Why don't you pop inside, go to the loo, eat your yogurt? Doesn't seem like it's 30 minutes till spoiled, so eat the yogurt and then come back out and water everything. And then we might plant the tulips as well. Plant everything I can. I think cherry is going to turn into cherry trees. Why is that on the floor? I might have told him to drop it. Oh no, he's doing the watering. Okay, cool. Go on, water your blackberries. If I get 10 blackberries off each one and they're all worth 11 each, that might be really useful. There's water everywhere, Joaquin. You're so messy. He's got level 3 gardening now. That's useful. I don't know when he can talk to plants. Oh, KowalBear got $270 from work. Yay! And she's not very happy. Mostly because she just needs the loo. That's not too bad. Sad. Oh, because he's lonely. Oh, well, KowalBear's back now. You can chat to her for a bit. Oh, right. The yogurt was already off. I thought he was cleaning it up and I forgot I told him to eat it. Sorry, dude. But could you clean that up too? I'm certain that will not make you feel sick. 100% certain. So all those cherries, so that's like 60 simoleans worth of cherries and like 80 simoleans worth of tulips. So it's not so bad. Are they happy? It's normal. Oh yes, I remember. If you fertilize them with stuff, you can up their quality as well, which is really useful on trees, I remember. So we can have a whole orchard going of cherry trees and stuff. Apples would be even better though. We need to find somewhere where he can buy a delivery of things that cost a little bit more, like apples, limes, all that sort of thing. Because I don't want loads and loads of stuff that's going to be... So fertilise it, weed it, water it, or hire a professional gardener. I can't remember where to get fertiliser either. So everyone is grumpy at the moment. Because I'm not letting them live their best life right now. I'm kind of making them make a lot of money. It's not good, is it? It's not very nice of me. Making them live in their tiny house. And be very unhappy a lot of the time. But never mind. It'll be worth it in the end. And they are getting so close to their age up day as well. I'm going to have to start thinking about what we're going to do about that. So I'm almost thinking that it's actually going to be better for them to go and collect things than it is to go to work. Because she bought home $270. He had like 80 plus 60 plus whatever, plus 20 from the time capsule. Oh, they're friends with a ghost. Cool. Plus these 2 fossil rocks, which are worth 100 each. That's 200 straight away. Flamingonium, you got 2 of those. Or 1 of those, which was 75. So he made more that day than KowalBear did all day. The promotions kind of make it worthwhile because you do get a good chunk of money for that. Also, we do need to take vacation days as well. We need to remember to take them because if you don't take them, then you're never going to get anything. I think I might sell the cherries because they're not worth very much. The same with the tulips. It's kind of a bit like they're not worth a ton. And I think by growing a load of those types of trees, it's going to be an issue. So, I mean, this was good just to check out gardening, but I think the onions, once I'm done with them, I probably won't make them again. Unless I can make some fantastically awesome, amazing one. But I think we're going to go for high value crops as much as possible. And to do that, I'm going to need to find somewhere where I can... Right, I'm going to see if I can find a computer in the library again. Oh, what's wrong with you now? You're hungry again? Gee. Have a quick meal. Have some animal crackers. So when is KowalBear's next work day? She has to go tomorrow, okay, and then she gets Thursday off. And you get Tuesday and Wednesday off, okay. Okay. I want to have a quick look at his skills, at the gardening skill, and see what sort of things I get from the gardening skill. I get very mixed up. New gardening interactions are social, be more efficient when gardening. Okay, the thing with gardening for me is that it used to be that there were only certain things that you could plant at certain levels. I don't know whether that's still the case because I get very confused between Sims 4 and Sims 3. I think it may have been Sims 3 where you got... where that happened. So how are we doing with... Doesn't need to be watered, weeded or fertilised. It's all fine. It's all good. So I think we need to go and travel somewhere, like to the library or something. Travel just on your own. And we need to work on this relationship as well. Might have to have a date day or something like that. Okay, so where can we go where there will be a computer that we can use? Nowhere around here by the looks of it. There's a nice big park, which might be a really good place to go and find different seeds and stuff like that. Parks tend to be quite good for collecting. But I want to see if I can buy specific things. So was it Willow Creek where we found that nice library? Yeah, so we'll go to the Willow Creek Library. And with that, we will see if we can get onto the computer and whether we can buy things on the computer in the library. If we can't, then may have to see if I can find a shop in Newcrest or something. They do have computers, right? Yes, there they are. So we'll go there. Household? No. More choices? No. Order? Order. Here we are. Purchase seeds. Here we are. Right. Catnip. Starter flowers. Starter fruits. Starter herbs and starter vegetables. Okay, so what I really want to do is to get maybe a packet of starter fruits, starter herbs, and starter vegetables. Maybe even a couple of packets of each. And then find the most high value ones and put them back in. Put them back in the ground. I think that's going to be the idea with that one. So one of each. And then we'll see what we get. And once you've done that, we can go home. Oh, in his inventory already? Oh, very nice. So I open the seed packet. We've got mushrooms and spinach, which is great. We've got strawberries, plantain, which is kind of banana-ish, grapes, and an apple. So apples sell for a decent amount, but grapes are really good. Starter herbs. We got parsley and basil. There's a lot of stuff that's really not worth very much at all. Wow, okay. Well, we'll go home and we'll plant it. Care for self. Okay. She can do that while she's at home. KowalBear, you can look after yourself. Banana tree might be quite cool. I feel a bit like I maybe shouldn't have sold all the cherries now because I'm a bit like, well... Actually, I didn't really get much in the way of anything that was very, very lucrative. However, the grapes aren't too bad. Apples, 3... I thought that they went for a lot more money than that, but I think that's maybe once you fertilise them and get them really nice. So we'll just keep working on his gardening skill and see how we go. It's something he can carry on even into like retirement, so I would like to plant an apple tree. If nothing else. It looks nice. So maybe like outside the house there or something. You go plant that. I believe a banana will become a banana tree. I think I can... The nice thing about apples and bananas and things like that is that they can be moved around. You can move around all of the plots if you want to, and it doesn't really mess with them too much. So let's stick down the grapes, the parsley, all that sort of thing. Strawberries. The mushrooms. Spinach. And the basil. So they're all things that we didn't find, so very useful. And the more gardening skill he gets, the better we're going to be. I do feel that fishing might be a good one as well. Do we need to water anything? The queue is so full. This always happens with gardening. It's so bad. So KowalBear, have you done everything you need to do for your job? No, you need to practice a bit more music. Where's the violin gone? Also, what skill violin are you? Your guitar, nearly 4, and your violin is nearly 9. So you still got a little bit of a way to go. You practice your guitar. No, your violin, sorry. So I know that the apple and stuff are going to turn into trees. Which is why I have put them at the front of the house. They're a little bit skew-whiff, actually. I will, once they've grown, I'll jiggle them about a little bit and make them look nice. Like gardener's question time with Joaquin. When do we get to harvest them? Onion plants are massive, actually. See, blackberry bushes are really cool because I'm hoping that they will grow and then they'll just stay there. I don't know. What about the blackberry bush over here? Did that... Can't harvest it again. But it hasn't gone away. Same with the cherry trees. I can already harvest more cherries. That's amazing. Wrong sim selected again. Oh, Joaquin, you're asleep. On the sofa. Why would you sleep on the sofa, weirdo? Sleep in your bed. And then once he's had a nap, he can water all the crops as well. And then we definitely need to spend some time together with KowalBear, I think. But maybe that's something KowalBear could do. She could do like some fishing as well. I don't know. I don't know whether they're both musicians, but I think as a secondary hobby, it's good to have a garden, and I think it's also good to do fishing. Because the fish can be turned into fertilizer, they can be sold and all sorts. I don't know. You just never know what is better, to have a job or to go collecting things. But yes, this is all about Joaquin's garden, and it seems to all be growing quite well. So we'll tell him to go and water everything. He will need to weed it eventually as well. I'm not seeing any weeds there at the moment. I don't know if you can make different kinds. I don't know how to do fertilizing. Yes. Ah, here we are. Find some produce or fish to fertilize with. I see. So if he had something in his inventory that he could use to fertilize, he would use that. Oh, it's all dying. Wake up. Go water your crops. They're all dying. They're very unhappy. Oh, that's better. Phew. You can water your crops with tears when you're sad. I have never had a sim. No, we have to do that with tears. Water with tears. No, you can't. Oh no, that was hilarious. Okay, go and watch, go speak to KowalBear for a bit, because I know you're really lonely. Go complain about your problems. You haven't even started with your problems yet. You're gonna have a little sim soon. We haven't even started, like... Okay, you can stop now. You can stop that. Oh, congratulations on getting the big promotion at work. Thank you very much. Stop playing that violin. You've done all your music practice. Okay, I think tomorrow we're going to take a vacation. And spend some time with Joaquin. He's lonely because he's not been to work. That's what it is. Someone needs to clean that toilet. It is disgusting. Ew. Oh, he's going to bed all lonely now. Oh, bless him. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to spend a day, some quality time with Joaquin and KowalBear. But I think it's time for us... Oh, we need to water these as well. We'll have to do that in a minute. But yeah, I think it's time for us to end the episode for today. So I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, then please do leave me a like below. And if you'd like to see more Sims Rosebud Challenge, then please do subscribe and I will let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you all next time. But in the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.